Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you can purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a timepiece that is both rare and exotic. A mid-1980s Series 1 Patek Philippe 3940J, yellow gold and part of the first run of caseback and of dial. This watch is evocative of the earliest examples of this significant modern perpetual calendar reference. Now the timepiece on my wrist represents the first series, so you might be wondering what that means objectively. And we'll talk about what it means physically, but let's discuss rarity first. Between 1985, when production began, to 2006, when production ended definitively, approximately 7,000 examples of the 3940 were constructed in all metals and all series. But the Series 1 watches are believed to have been constructed in quantities of no more than 700 to 800 examples, meaning the Series 1 is both collectible and the rarest by far of this family. On my 16cm circumference wrist, it's a classically proportioned and dimensioned men's dress watch. 36mm in diameter in yellow gold, the watch is 8.2mm thick, making it an ultra-thin complication, especially considering perpetual calendar and automatic. From lug to lug, a very accommodating 43.4mm, so you can find this watch wears well even on a wrist as small as 13cm circumference if you're looking for a smaller men's watch. You have a tiny wrist, a taste for traditional watch sizes, or perhaps you're looking for a unisex option. This is the watch for you. If you're a collector of the most important Patek references, this should be on your shopping list. The spacing between the lugs is a very traditional 18mm, so you'll find that an 18mm strap will fit the watch. Now the strap that's fitted in this case is a Patek Philippe factory strap, and you can see that it's calfskin on the bottom, brand new, no crimping, no gouging, black large rectangular scale alligator leather, semi-gloss on the top with a sheer edge showing the layers of construction, and a monotone black stitch. The watch features a later addition from Patek Philippe, which is a factory spade style yellow gold pin buckle. This is not original to the watch, which was first retailed in 1987 based on the paperwork with this example. You can see the original hallmarking on the case flank, as well as the fact that this first series featured a snap-on solid case back. This is a rare feature and a desirable one. It makes the watch both weightier on the wrist than with the Sapphire and objectively thinner than the versions with the display case back. The case band is fluid and graceful, as you can see. Nary a straight line, really, only the junction of the case back with the mid case and the bezel with the mid case when viewed from the side. There is a lovely concave bezel profile that pairs down the mass and allows this relatively slender watch to appear even more so. And the dial is evocative because it is a little bit of an anachronism in a couple of regards. First, it is Series 1. And Series 1 for this watch has a couple of specific meanings. First, it means that the registers for they are mono counters featuring the 24-hour scale and the day, as well as the month and the leap year cycle. They are sunken into the dial, so they are literally just cylindrical depressions with no flange, that is, no transitional surface that leads down from the dial base to the base of the registers. So that cylindrical cut is distinctive of the first series. Also distinctive of the first series is the printing of the calendar indications, the day and the month, not on a flange sloping down to the dial base, but on the dial itself, on the flat of the dial itself. You can see that the watch features the so-called sigma or a priori mark down at 6 o'clock. That's a little sign that was encouraged by a Swiss precious metals trade group starting in the early 70s to declare when there's gold on a dial. So the sigma symbol in this case means that we are looking at gold indices and gold hands, solid. That to resist oxidation and tarnish over time. Patek Philippe would persist with this right up through the late 1990s, being one of the last brands to dispense with the old a priori or sigma dials. Other features distinctive of the first generation dial, the smaller Patek Philippe marquee and city of origin, and if you look very closely, the accent in Genève is also distinctive of the first series watches. It would lapse in the second and subsequent series. You'll also note, if you compare first series to subsequent, that the radial or pointer style date features larger printed numerals. The timepiece is remarkably significant in that it is plain, spare, unadorned, and remarkably complicated inside, thanks to the caliber 240Q, so it is a micro rotor automatic which allows it to be automatic winding but slim, and it has a 38 to 48 hour power reserve, a 21,600 vibration per hour beat rate, 27 joules adjusted in 5 positions like a chronometer. It also features a Gyromax style free-sprung balance, which means it uses Patek Philippe's historic free-sprung architecture to allow the watch to take that 5-position chronometer style adjustment and then hold it even if the watch is shocked, bumped, or concussed on the wrist. That's the advantage of a free-sprung architecture. It does bear the Poinçon de Genève, or the Geneva hallmark, the ultimate sign of integrity, being fine finish where you can't see it. Only your watchmaker will know, but rest assured, it's as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside, and very different from the Series 2 and subsequent models. You can tell a Series 1 at a glance, and that's exactly what this one is, with an immaculate dial untouched by the ravages of years, moisture, humidity, and watchmaking. It looks as sharp on the dial side as the day it left Geneva. A perpetual calendar, it need be adjusted only once. In the year 2100, leap years and irregular length months are good to go. See it and own this classic collectible on the Watchbox.